It's time for the honest train again this week. Watching simpler creators win has pissed me off before. And it's not because I hate them, not because they've done anything wrong, not because I think they don't deserve any success, but because when I'm working hard, when I'm uploading consistently, when I care about the work, and I see videos that look simple, casual, barely produced, and it moves, it messes with me sometimes. You know, you start asking questions that you don't want to admit. Why did that work? Why did that travel? Why did people respond to that? And why is my work sitting where it's sitting? That's not a clean feeling, but it's real. And if you're building anything in public, especially later on in life, comparison is going to show up. The question is not whether comparison happens. The question is what you do with it. I've seen regular phone footage move, basic thumbnails move, simple talking videos move, rough animations move. And that's the part that can get under your skin because you hear the advice, thumbnails matter, titles matter, hooks matter, retention matter, packaging matters. And I believe those things actually do. Hear me out, you guys. I'm not the boss here. I know everything is subjective. I know one shoe don't fit all. I'm not missed by that, okay? Bear with me as I continue. Because the other layer of this is the algorithm will do what it does. It constantly puts right in my face videos that have 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 views. It's always in my face. So that's what I'm drawing from. The algorithm is a butt face sometimes. But when you see something that seems to break the rules, now you're sitting there like, so what is the truth? Clearly, this is not a one size fits all. Clearly, there is no clean formula. Two people can do similar things and get completely different outcomes. I've lived that myself. And when you already feel stagnant, that frustration can turn into bitterness fast. So I had to slow myself down. Their success does not mean my work is pointless. It does not mean my story has no value. It does not mean I chose the wrong lane. It may simply mean because their work is easier to enter than mine is right now. That's different, and that is harder to sit with because it takes the frustration and it turns it into a mirror. Maybe their idea was simpler. Maybe the title did enough. Maybe the thumbnail did enough. Maybe their audience already trusted them. Maybe the timing was better. Maybe it was luck. Maybe it was skill. Maybe it was both. But whatever it is, I cannot use their result as proof that I should stop. That would be lazy, and I cannot use their result as proof that the game is rigged against me. That would be too easy. The better question is, what can I learn without losing myself? This is important because the first reaction is emotional. Sometimes it's jealousy. Sometimes it can be confusion. Sometimes it's that quiet thought of, come on, man, really? But after that feeling passes, I have to decide what kind of creator I'm going to be. Am I going to become bitter? Am I going to start mocking what works? Am I going to convince myself everybody else is just lucky? Am I going to chase whatever I saw worked for somebody else? Or am I going to pay attention without surrendering my foundation? That's the line here, man. Comparison can teach you, but it can also poison you. And I do not want to be so frustrated by someone else's motion that I stop studying my own. Here's the truth I have to accept. Some creators are going to win with less polish, less equipment, less explanations, less emotional weight. And maybe that bothers me because I want the work to be rewarded based on what it costs. I want the platform to know the full-time job, the 4 kids, the marriage, the archive, my late nights, my small windows, the fact that this is not me playing around. But YouTube does not read effort like that. People don't either. I want all that to work for me. I mean, not at first. A viewer doesn't click because they know what it took. That's for me too. I click on stuff all the time. They click because something in front of them made sense fast enough to earn their attention. Duh. That does not mean the effort does not matter. It means effort is not always visible, and that is a hard lesson. So when I see simpler creators win, I'm trying to ask better questions. Not why them, but what can I learn? Not Why not me? Not should I copy this, but what principle underneath that can I apply honestly? Because simple does not always mean shallow. Woohoo! That's a mistake I can make when I'm frustrated. Maybe simple means the creator made a clear decision. Maybe they knew exactly what the video was supposed to do. Maybe they were not trying to prove everything at once. Ooh, man, I'm stepping on my toes. Maybe they trusted one idea. That's not weakness, that's discipline. And that is something I need to learn because my life, it has depth. My story does too. But depth does not help if people cannot enter in. Sometimes I want the work to hold everything. Tap, 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 tap. The fatherhood, my ambition, the marriage, my fitness, my business, and my creativity. I'm asking for it to do a lot. Legacy, personal investment, the tension of being over 40 and still trying to build. All of that is real. All of that is me. But a stranger may only need one door at a time. That might be what the simpler creator is trying to show me. Not that they are better and not that I am worse, but that simplicity gives people a cleaner way in. Now, I still believe there are no guaranteed formulas. So I'm not gonna act like I finally understand the whole platform. I don't. Some videos make sense and do nothing. Some videos look random and take off. Some people do everything right and still wait. So this cannot become some fake lesson where I say, just do these 3 things and everything changes, because that isn't completely true. I am learning how to look at what works without letting it make me bitter. I'm learning how to improve the packaging without betraying the work. I am learning how to respect the viewer's time without turning my life into bait. Because the truth is, I still want my work to move. I really do. And I want the message to reach people. I want the archive to become more than something only I understand. I want the lessons from my life to help another adult who feels stuck, tired, late, boxed in, or unsure if they still have room to build. That desire is real, but I cannot let someone else's success make me hate my own progress. That is the danger. When comparison becomes bitterness, a moment to myself to care about my life. It stops being information, it becomes poison. So yes, watching simpler creators win has pissed me off before. I'm not going to clean that part up too much. It has. But I do not want to stay there because frustration is allowed. Bitterness is dangerous. And if I'm serious about learning YouTube in public after 40, and if I'm serious about building a bridge between my life and the people that this might help, then I have to let comparison sharpen me, not shrink me. Their success does not erase my work. Their simplicity does not invalidate my depth. Their movement does not mean I'm standing still. It just means I still have some things to learn. I'm not above frustration. I'm owning it. I'm just not owned by it. I'm just willing to face it, study it, and keep building. Because I do not need to become them. I just need to become more clear. If you found any of this helpful, please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. Leave a message. If you have a question, I'd love to read them. If you feel like this message wasn't for you and you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, and you're like, I feel like that message is better geared towards them, send it their way. I'd appreciate that. These drop every Thursday. In the meantime, in between time, check out what is queued up next. I will see you next week.